So the installation Levante, the uprising, is the documentation for the first horse race with carts in downtown Recife. It's an event I organized in 2012 together with the carters in town. First motivated because they are being forbidden to go around in the city. Although Recife and Pernambuco is a rural area with a rural background. So I thought of an event that could put all those people together as a sort of celebration. The project itself could be also forbidden, but I said I was shooting a film that had a scene of a horse race, and with the carters I announced the horse race with the shooting of a film. All elements here are organized by numbers, they are in chronological order, and they are classified in color by subject, so everything related to horses and carts is red, everything more contextual, parallel to that, is black, and the contracts that took me to the race that were related to this negotiation are in transparent numbers, which are there. We have newspapers and also a maquette that organizes in space where the pictures were taken and where the events happened.
I seek to how to use these sketchbooks, but not to like an artist book. So when I drop the cement, I take the first functional intention that this book was created was to write, and I close this like no one gonna be open this book anymore. And this related to the shape of modernist paintings, like totally gray, abstract, that you can take out its original function and transform it in another things.
It's a very nice thinking. If you could imagine, that's the difference of surrealism. It's not a dream, it's real. Like on this case, you use like the absurd of the real situation to build a very straight construction that doesn't make sense. But I think at the same time, this construction, this building, is very stable. It's not unstable, but also could coexist, you know.
In São Paulo, in special, we saw these blankets, these gray blankets, which made with a very bad textile, and it's a very poor material, and normally the people give this to the people who live in the streets. And for me, it's such an experience to be in São Paulo, and you see Joseph boys passing all the time with these blankets, like a felted. And this I put in relation with these camouflage jackets, and this relation about resistance, it's this freezing moment that the situation that we hang our coat when we come home. Because what is holds two opposites, a hammer and a pé de porco. Two different tools, one to fix and one to open this space. But the both is related with this nail that if you pull this, we broke this space. We broke this freezing condition, we put it, and we equal what is urban and what is nature in our interpretation.
I try to understand like this idea of error, the failure, because if you think about the frame is used to preserve the thing that go inside. When you put the frame on the wall, these nails can open and make like a rape on this frame, breaking everything, creating another sign to read about this empty space, about this saint preserved object.
I was in my studio working, and I don't like the drawings. The paper, give a ball and throw away. When I throw away, they split in the cement. I say, what? And then when I put, I say, wow, I can broke windows with paper balls. And I was really fascinated because it was the same time that we had protests in Brazil and everybody's broken windows, broken McDonald's, broken banks with bricks and everything. I say, wow, I discovered a new art. And how I think this in relation of the architecture can be growing to the space. And because that I was throw in this some parts, like something that's happening in this space, like transform this space. Otherwise, like I act like I would throw and fix it.
Well, the work Maré is the third project I do related to this club in my hometown, Maceió. It's a club built by the sea on the coast, and every day we can see the flow of the seas taking up and down the columns that make the structure on the ground. And so this area is a place of encounters of men that go and meet to have love and sex. So in this third project, I organized a sort of table of the seas, where usually we have the information of the tide, of the maré, related to the cycle of the moon. So we have a sort of table that manually tries to emulate the influence of the moon and the seas through design. And you have that structure and that drawing being like an obsessive photographic exercise.
Every day grew like a new rich millionaire in Brazil because the economy. But what does matter this thing, you know? Like the people hanged this structure, this base. For each country, I use a local materials. The cups are the cheapest popular glasses. If not, the people could not recognize that. The only thing that never changed is this very crystal fence ball that is broken, is nivelized on the base.
And then I was perceiving that the people in São Paulo putting this broken glass over the walls of a property to people don't jump it to inside a private property, like a poor way of control system of security. This word called multiplication for subtraction, that I can expand the situation that we had this attractivity that the human being had for mirrors to look yourself, but in the same way, what attracts you can hurt you, can cut you. Like inverse this first situation that I found the broken glasses like this, now I put in like this to front the person. So we had this strange situation that can attract and destruct in the same time.
This word called troncho. Troncho means that it's not right, it's not straight. I use the weight of the tool to create a distortion of this space. So here is the 9 degrees. Here is the distortion of the weight. I think the feeling of liberty, of thinking of freedom, is more than, it's not to be like a free area. I think it's more like to how you can buy, you know, how much you can buy. But on the biggest cage, the light is very low, and so even you get inside, fall in the path, the cage gets smaller and smaller and smaller until you can enter in the smallest one, the last one. Just do like that, not straight, but for each cage comported a different number of people. So the biggest one comport like, I don't know, 50 people, and then if you fall in the path, the number is selected. Select until just one people to be here. one person to be here.